Well, hello, beautiful people. It's me, Sam, from your friendly neighborhood Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and this is not a review. This is a video on why I think you should watch Blue Beetle. All right. Before the summer started, I was pretty excited for this, but not so much, mainly because I knew that the DC was coming to an end. But it gave me a little hope that James Gunn stated that there's a good chance that this may be a part, or at least the character of Jaime Reyes may be a part of the new DC universe. So that gave me hope. And as we got closer and closer, I was getting more excited. And people were telling me that I was crazy, it didn't look good. And recently, the reviews came out and they were really, really strong, really good to great reviews, which is rare for a DCU movie. And so now my excitement is through the roof. My family, we're all excited to see it. But I'm making this video on why I think you should see it. And it's as simple as this. This is the first time that we're actually getting a full on Spanish superhero. Now, you might say, oh, Oscar Isaac was in Moon Knight. Look, keep in mind, Moon Knight was a series, and I think that he was more of an anti hero than a full on hero. This is a full on superhero, and he's Hispanic. And I think that much like what Black Panther did for African culture, I think this may and could be the start of what this represents for Spanish culture. If this movie does well, I think you're going to see a lot of more minorities, Spanish minorities, being presented in not only smaller films but big budget films. And I think it's important that that happens, and that's why I think you need to go out and support this film, especially if you are of Spanish heritage. Because if the numbers show it, if this movie does well, they're gonna want to make a second one and a third one and a fourth one. And keep in mind, guys, I'm not sure if you know this, but this movie was initially supposed to be released on HBO Max, straight to HBO Max. They saw it and they were like, "This is actually really good," and they decided to put it on theaters. And like, especially lately in the past few weeks, they've just been putting the promotion for this. They're really trying to sell this movie. And it helped because this past week the reviews it came out, and like I said, they were really strong. And I went to Cinemark recently and I bought me this. Right, can you see it? That's a popcorn tin. It's a beetle. It's a blue beetle. How crazy is that? Easily, and I collect popcorn tins. That's just a hobby of mine. But this is easily one of, if not the best, popcorn tin that I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty great, pretty excited. I'm getting more excited. I think I'm more excited than the kids of just getting my popcorn, getting my drink, just going out to support this film. Not only because it's a superhero film, not only because it's a, it represents, the Spanish culture and shows the Spanish families. But it just looks like a fun movie. So if you're on the fence of seeing this movie, if you're like, it doesn't look too great, keep in mind, if you go support this film, it's for a good cause, because wow, I'm supporting, Spanish culture. I'm showing, I'm supporting, you know, whether they be young Spanish actors or actresses to want to follow their dreams of acting. And now, if this movie does well, there will be more opportunities out there for them. Yeah, I think just for that alone, I think you should just support that. And a lot of people are saying this movie's gonna make about 30, maybe 40 million. I'm praying. I'm just praying. I'm praying it hits around 60. If it makes 30 or 40, that's more than it initially was set out to make. But I'm hoping this makes at least $60 million. And also show support to, I believe his name is Sholo, the guy from Cobra Kai. He's very charming in that show. He looks like he kills it here. And he looks like he has a lot of charisma. And I'm super excited that they chose him to be the Blue Beetle. And yeah, I mean, I wanted to see this early showing. I wasn't able to get advanced screenings tickets to it, unfortunately, but I will plan on putting my review out Friday, maybe even Saturday at the latest. But guys, I think you need to go support it. Yeah, this if this movie does well, I think it's gonna be good for not only the Spanish, Spanish people, but minorities in general. Just like what Black Panther did, I think this movie could do as well. And you know what? I'm not expecting this great movie. As long as I think it's a good, solid, fun film, I'm going to be happy. Okay? So, guys, support it. Just support it. Just go out there, support it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. And if you thought of another, like, Spanish superhero, in a movie that I haven't thought of, then please comment below and let me know if you're super excited for this movie just like I am. Because every time I've gone to the theater this past summer, every time Blue Beetle, the trailer, shows up, you can feel the hype in the room. It's pretty packed and people were, very vocal about how excited they are. So let me know your thoughts down below and take care. And I'll be seeing you at the movies.